has written about the rich and fabulous for the past 4 decades, with millions of readers hanging on every word in her best-selling books. The Power Trip is her 29th novel and tells the story of 6 couples caught in the web of danger, secrets, and the steamiest sex scene since 50 Shades of Grey. Please welcome back to the top, Jackie Collins.
Wild bunch today. You have a wild audience to go with it.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to get right down to it.
Okay.
In the game of sex, how would you rate yourself?
Or you call it a game.
Oh, well, I mean, especially you have such an elegant approach to it. I imagine you see it as a game.
Here's the thing. You know, I write a lot of characters, and they have a lot of sex.
Yes.
And people say to me all the time, why are your male characters always so well endowed? And I say to them...
I want to listen up.
No, I say to them, I have a choice. So if I have a choice, what am I going to do?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
So to speak.
It's cheeky. Yes, I've been watching him.
Well, listen, your book, it's called The Power Trip?
It's called The Power Trip,
And it takes place on the maiden voyage of a billionaire's yacht?
So, a Russian billionaire's yacht.
So I take it that you were on some billionaire's yacht.
Of course
and that's
I was.
when
I have to do this
struck by the
for
inspiration.
research. Yeah, of course. I know. It's work. And it was the middle of the night.
How was his sword?
And we were traveling from the south of France to Sardinia. In the middle of the night, I kind of had my gym shoes and my sunglasses ready because I felt something was going to happen. So I got up and I went and I talked to the captain. And I said, where are we now? And he said, well, we're 2 hours out. I said, what do you mean 2 hours out? He said, it's 5 hours of clear water. So I suddenly thought, what if we were pirated? Because it's possible. It's getting closer all the time. So then I got the idea for the book, and I got this Russian billionaire and his gorgeous supermodel girlfriend, and then 5 very powerful couples, a 50-something movie star and his 20-something girlfriend, a gay singing star who's just come out of the closet, a black footballer, very famous English, his designer wife. You'll never guess who these characters are, and a cheating politician.
Well, listening to you describe a lot of these characters, they sound like rich and famous people in real life. Are they composites? Are you inspired by, you know, real-life celebrities for your characters?
Well, Julie, you know, you and I go to a lot of the same parties, and we look around and we see these characters, and I can't help but take the essence of a few of them. And I kind of mix them up. A lot of people have said to me, oh, it's the movie star. Is it George Clooney? Because he's 50 and one of the sexiest men alive. And I go, well, it could be Bradley Cooper, it could be Ryan Gosling, it could be any of them. But I might take the essence of a George and then create my own character, because if I wrote George's story, we'd all know what would happen next, and you'll be bored.
If I could ask another question, 29 books.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, my wife writes a blog 5 days a week, Carpool Couture and Cocktail. and no, but I mean, it's difficult to 5 days a week, every week, come up with different stories. It is very difficult.
People say, oh, she's out with another book. They don't realize it's taken me a year to write it. And I write in longhand, and I sit at my desk, and it's almost like being in prison, although I'm with the greatest characters, because I love my characters. And when I'm writing them, I have a passion for them. But in the Power Trip, I have these Somali pirates that come in, and they pirate all these rich and famous people. So you can imagine how they react to this.
So do they have sex with anybody?
They have sex with everybody. The pirates are having sex.
Where I need to be cruising for somebody to pirate me and have sex with me.
Oh, my God.
You would love this cruise, then. Really? You would be on it, because it's
Well, black people don't do good with boats, but I would go on.
Oh, my God.
If you saw my black footballer...
I know. I've read part of this book.
Oh, you have?
I just... Woo, girl, you are the boss. Okay, how do you come up with the Stevie look? Because you have done some stuff that I'm like, I ain't never did this. So how do you come up with
I'm very inspired with music. I love to play music. When I've got the Latin character, I'll have Latin music on.
Oh,
and
nice.
in fact, there's a website for the book. It's called thepowertripbook.com. And there's a list of the music you should listen to when you're reading the book.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sexy.
You draw from music.
I do.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, music is incredible. But at the beginning of the book, I write this scene where there's two people in bed. One of them has an orgasm, one of them gets shot dead at the same time. And when I wrote this, I didn't know who these two characters
Coming and
were
going
gonna
at the
turn
same
out.
time. It is a morning show.
Love scenes. Are you drawing from your own personal experience?
Oh, of course, I've done everything in the books. That's why I'm so exhausted. You know, writing sex is very interesting because my characters, my female characters are strong and they kick ass. They don't want to get their ass kicked. And I think that's very important for women to be strong and to have a voice. Yeah.
Jackie, we are so looking forward to diving into this one.
thank
It's
you,
about
Julie.
time for your next book. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We love you. Jackie Collins, everyone. The Power Trip is in stores now, and everyone in our studio audience going home with a copy of it. For your chance to win your own copy of Jackie's book at home, go to the Top